This video is sponsored by PTCGLstore.com, a great place for you to buy Pokemon TCG code cards. Hey guys, in today's video, I'll be showcasing Marowak from the Stellar Crown expansion set. Marowak is actually a decent attacker, and we're going to be using this more for its attack, Bone Vengeance. For 2 colorless energies, this attack deals 60 plus base damage. However, if any of your benched CUBONE, that is its basic stage, has any damage counters on it, this attack does 180 damage instead. And that damage output is actually good enough to 2-hit knockout any Pokemon in the game. And to power up its attack, I'll be using 4 copies of Double Turbo Energies, which counts as 2 colorless energies, but this does lower your attack by 20 damage. And if you're behind on prices, I also have 2 copies of Reversal Energies, which will count as 3 energies of every type when attached to Marowak. And then we'll be using this CUBONE as our basic stage. It has the Cheering Bone ability, which increases the attack damage of Marowak by 30 more damage. And this ability does stack, so with 3 other CUBONEs on the bench, excluding the one that you evolved into Marowak, we can increase our attack by a total of 90 more damage. That's a maximum of 270 damage dealt by Marowak. And not only that, you can also use Vitality Band to increase your attack by 10 more damage. And just in case your opponent has taken more prizes than you can also use Defiance Band, which can increase your attack by 30 more damage. But with so many Pokemon in the format that has more than 300 HP, most of the time, Marowak doesn't stand a chance. Which is why I also added a 2-1-1 line of Dusclops or Dusknoir. Thanks to its Curse Blast ability, you can put 5 or even 13 damage counters to one of your opponent's Pokemon, making it a lot easier for Marowak to knock out those Pokemon. However, you will give up a prize since Dusclops or Dusknoir will knock itself out if it uses this ability. One extra step that you do need to make, of course, is putting damage counters on your CUBONE, again to increase the damage output of Marowak's Bone Vengeance attack. So to do this, we'll be using mostly the Calamitous Snowy Mountain Stadium. Each time either player attaches an energy from their hand to one of their Pokemon that is not a water type, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. I think this is the better stadium than Gape-Jaw Bog since most of our Pokemon search goes straight to the bench like Buddy Buddy Poffin, but this one, you can just simply attach an energy and deal those damage counters. And then we can also spread those damage with Damage Pump so that you'll have more than one CUBONE with the damage counter on it. This item card allows you to move up to 2 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to your other Pokemon in any way you like. And I also have a copy of Colress's Tenacity, which allows you to search your deck for 1 Stadium and 1 Energy. And finally, for my Ace Pack card, I'll be using Neutralization Zone Stadium, which prevents damage from attacks from our opponent's EX or V Pokemon towards any of our single prize Pokemon, thus potentially increasing our survivability. Overall, while Marowak can potentially dish out some serious damage, this still has trouble getting through those 300 plus HP Pokemon matchups. Also, the setup for CUBONE's damage counter can actually be quite difficult to execute majority of the time. Not to mention, Dragapult EX is running around and it can just cherry pick all of our CUBONEs on the bench. This deck is such a low tier deck that you're pretty much going to have a hard time with 90% of your matchup, at least from my experience. Unfortunately, I just cannot recommend this Marowak to anyone unless you're really up for the challenge. Anyways, that's pretty much it. You can find the complete deck list in the description below, and now please enjoy the following gameplay videos showcasing Marowak. Before we get into the video, I have a small request. If you're liking the content I create, please leave a like to this video, and please support this channel by subscribing if you haven't already. This is a small click for you, but for me, it means a lot. Thank you so much for all of your support. Alright, on to our first match. My opponent won the coin flip. They've decided to go first. We're going to start with a Fezandipity EX in the active. And we have a pretty good opening hand. We got Buddy Buddy Poffin that's going to get us our CUBONEs. And while we play our Calamitous Snowy Mountain, when we attach the energy, we can put those damage counters to our CUBONEs. So not a bad start here. My opponent has Hoot Hoot to start in the reactive. They have Duskull, and they're going to grab Fan Rotom with their Nest Ball. And with the Hisuian Heavy Ball, they search their prizes for any basic Pokemon, put those into their hand, exchange the Heavy Ball, and they get Terapagos EX. Alright. So Terapagos EX is weak against fighting, so we do have type advantage. Maybe we can get all 6 prizes by knocking out 3 of those. So that's the game plan. They will use Fan Call ability. They can only use that on their very first turn. They search their deck for up to 3 colorless Pokemon with 100 HP or less. So they got another Hoot Hoot and a Pidgey. So we got CUBONE from our first draw. We got Buddy Buddy Poffin to get another CUBONE and a Duskull. Put Snowy Mountain in play. And while that's in play, attach the energy, activate it, put 2 damage counter to our CUBONE. And we're just gonna use Iono. Alright, I was hoping for more CUBONEs, but this is what we got. We got Cleffa, and I guess I could put another Dusknoir in play. I'm just gonna end my turn. At least I'm getting my stadiums, you know? A lot of the games that I play, I never get the stadiums. It's ridiculous. But having 2 Dusknoir is not too bad. We can technically evolve into Dusclops, and I do have 1 copy of Rare Candy, so I can also evolve into Dusknoir in the same turn. But we gotta get this Pheasantipede EX out of the active spot. It's in danger of being knocked out by my opponent's Terapagos EX. So they play Ultra Ball, get Terapagos EX, and Noctowl's ability actually cannot activate unless you have a Terra Pokemon. I always forget that. But it's a very powerful ability. So now that they have Terapagos EX, they also have Double Turbo Energy. It fully powers up its first attack. Depending on how many Pokemon they have on their bench, they can deal a lot of damage. But one thing you gotta watch out for against Terapagos EX is the price trade. They have a way of manipulating price trade, especially with the Dusknoir lineup. And I'm pretty sure they have Briar in this build as well. And they can easily get an extra prize for knocking out one of our Pokemon with their Terapagos EX. So now with the Terra Pokemon in play, they can activate Jewel Seeker by evolving their Noctowl. They can search their deck for up to 2 trainer cards. A very broken ability. We got Night Stretcher and a Rare Candy. Alright. They recover their Pidgeot EX. Use the Rare Candy to evolve. And now they have Quick Search. Every single turn they can just search their deck for any 1 card that they need. That's a broken ability. So with Buddy Buddy Poffin, they get another Duskull, another Hoot Hoot in play. And Area 0 Underdepths with the Terra Pokemon in play expands their bench size to accommodate for up to 8 Pokemon. Now they have 2 Terapagos EX. Thankfully, we have our own stadium, so we just take out their Area 0 Underdepths, and then they'll have to discard their Pokemon until they have 5 left. But with another Rare Candy, they evolve into Dusknoir. Now they can knock out one of our benched Pokemon. I'm afraid they might take out our CUBONE, actually. They're going to use Cursed Blast. That will knock out their Dusknoir, giving us a prize. But they put the 13 damage counters to our Pheasantipede EX. Alright. So we get a prize for that. So if they can retreat this Hoot Hoot. No, they don't. Alright. Our Pheasantipede survives. Yo. Alright, I'll take it. Let's go ahead and remove their stadium. Now they'll have to discard 2 of their Pokemon. Alright, so we really have no choice but to use Iono. Alright, we got Marowak, but I need to spread that damage counters. We are ahead in price, and then we need double turbo energy actually. So I'll just probably stall and just end my turn here. I might just have to give up a prize or 2 with Pheasantipede EX, unfortunately. Because being ahead in the prize trade, the reversal energy cannot activate, so I can't really attack even if I evolve into Marowak. So yeah, that's what I got here. So maybe my opponent can knock out my Pheasantipede EX. They get 2 prizes. Thankfully, they already gave up 1. And then we'll just have to take 2 after knocking out their Terapagos, because that's their main attacker right now. We need our double turbo energy to attack. Thankfully, we have CUBONE. Once we knock out our own Pokemon with the Dusclops or Dusknoir, that will empty out space and we can put our CUBONE in play. But my opponent will use Prime Catcher, switching in their Terapagos EX, targeting our Marowak, knocking it out to get their first prize. Now we have an even prize trade here. So Cleffa is a good pivot since we can just easily retreat it. Put this CUBONE in play. Use Professor's Research to draw 7. And we can draw 3 extra cards with Flip the Script. And we got Damage Pump. Alright, beautiful. This is actually great. We have 1 CUBONE in the discard pile. Let me discard this. I'm gonna get Dusknoir so that we can empty our bench space a little bit here while dealing some damage to one of our opponent's Pokemon. Probably gonna put this on Pidgeot EX. Yeah, just in case we need to target it, because their Terapagos EX is easy to knock out. Pidgeot is resistance to fighting, so at least putting those damage counters will make it easier for us to knock it out if we need to. And then we have Damage Pump. We can spread the 2 damage counters, evolve that into Marowak. Now that we've given up a prize with Dusknoir, we can actually, that activates the reversal energy. So now we can attack this turn. And then slowly but surely, by recovering Dusknoir, we can put more damage counters to our opponent's Pokemon. So I'll use Buddy Buddy Poffin, set up another CUBONE. That way I can put... Actually, I'll just get the damage from Pheasantipede. It has 80 HP left. It will increase by 2. So 100 HP. Still within knockout range if they evolve into Dusknoir. But it's better than nothing, I guess. So we can evolve this. I can retreat and then knock out their Terapagos EX with our Marowak. Alright, again with reversal energy in effect because my opponent has taken more prizes than we have. Can use Bone Vengeance and deal 480 damage, knocking out their Terapagos EX. We actually have a chance to win this match. Oh man. If you guys only know the frustration I have with this deck. It's so hard to win with this one. With so many S tier decks in the format, especially Dragapult EX. Man, it's so difficult to win with this one. This one loses against stall decks. The Snorlax, Traps. This deck can't win against that. It just very low win rate against a lot of builds in the format. So this Marowak is just, it's okay. It has the potential to hit for a lot of damage, especially if it has type advantage, but I think that's all it's good for. But other than that, this deck it's alright. So let's see how my opponent will deal with us. I'm afraid though, if they have Briar, I think they can still get the 4 prizes. So if they evolve into a Dusknoir, they can give us a prize, so that will leave us with 2. They can knock out one of our Pokemon, and then if they can gust their our Pheasantipede in the active, having only 3 prizes left, if they knock it out with Terapagos EX, they can get 3 prizes, and they can win by getting all 4 prizes in this single turn. But can they execute it? That's the question. They need Rare Candy, they need to evolve into Dusknoir, they need Boss Orders, or something to gust up my Pheasantipede in the active. They need to knock out our Pheasantipede. They have to get Briar, first of all. So once they get all of those requirements, they can definitely win this one. But no, they're gonna use Iono. Hey! I'm okay with that. That means no Briar. We will survive another turn, but we need to get 3 prizes. Thankfully, the bear is also weak against fighting. And even their Pheasantipede. So we have a lot of targets. We just need probably to evolve into Dusknoir, take out one of their Pokemon, and then take out one of their 2 prizers to win this game. So the Iono does, but Chorus Tenacity is actually pretty great. We have Ultra Ball to evolve into another Marowak, and then get double Turbo Energy with Chorus's Tenacity, and even get another Stadium. I'm thinking actually getting the Neutralization Zone. That way they cannot attack us, because all of their main attackers are EX Pokemon. So yeah, we can prevent them from knocking out our Pokemon even. Except for Pheasantipede, of course. So they're gonna use Cursed Blast, but thankfully they can't use Briar anymore. And they're gonna take out Pheasantipede. Wow. This is why Terapagos EX is very, very good. It's such a menace. They can win even with 4 prizes remaining. Especially, again, with the Dusknoir lineup. Prize manipulation is so easy to do. But they've already used Prime Catcher as their A-Spec card, so we can't expect anything more. If they attack with this Blood Moon Ursaluna EX, I think we should have this. We're gonna use Blood Moon, knock out our Marowak. They just need 1 more prize to win this one, but I think we got this. The thing is, if we attack with double Turbo Energy, will we have enough damage output to knock out this Ursaluna? Is the question, but we're just gonna do our best. But we do have a backup plan here. We can use Chorus Tenacity to get our Neutralization Zone and a double Turbo Energy. But you know what? With Pidgeot EX though, they could just get another Area 0 Under Depths and they could just get rid of it. But it is what it is. So with this Ultra Ball, I'm going to get Marowak. Evolve this. Put this. I can't use my Cursed Blast anymore because that will make my opponent win. Put Neutralization Zone and the Moment of Truth, guys. Will Bone Vengeance be enough to knock out this Blood Moon Ursaluna for 260 HP? It is weak against fighting. It is confirmed. But for now, they have to get rid of their bench Pokemon because we got rid of their Area 0 Underdepth Stadium. 380 damage. There it is, guys. I can't believe it! I actually won a match with Marowak. Alright, good game. Alright, moving on to our next match. We're gonna start this one with the Duskull in the active. I mean, we do have Ultra Ball to search for another basic Pokemon, but not an ideal start. Although we do have the Calamitous Snowy Mountain and an Energy, so that's pretty good, I guess. So my opponent will be going first. They have a Pidgey in their active. Buddy Buddy Poffin. Charmander and a Pidgey. So we're going against Charizard EX. Alright. Charizard EX. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose this match already, but we're gonna do our best. Going against high HP Pokemon has always been trouble with this Marowak build. And did I mention Dragapult EX? It's just a horrible matchup. Alright, they have 3 Charmanders. Rotom V goes into play. They're gonna instant charge to draw 3, ending their turn. Alright, let's see what we got. We got an Arvin. We can have one of our Pokemon get damaged with reversal energy. Can use Arvin to get Buddy Buddy Poffin. I think this is priority, but I could get damage bump. And Vitality Band? I don't know. Was that it? I don't think that was a good move. Anyways, I'll use Ultra Ball. Discard these two. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably not a good... Just get Clef, I guess. Reversal Energy. I have Damage Pump. That will activate Calamitous Snowy Mountain. Retreats. And then I can use Grasping Draw. And that's gonna draw us 4 cards. Alright. So, with Damage Pump, if we can get more Cubones into play, you can put those damage counters to those Cubones. Well, we might need another turn to set up here. Depends really on how well my opponent sets up too. Because if they can evolve into a Pidgeot EX, they can just grab whatever card they want from their deck. No, they're gonna instant charge, so that buys us another turn. Okay, got Double Turbo Energy, but we can't evolve into a Marowak just yet. Might as well put this Double Turbo Energy just in case my opponent targets my Dusknoir, I guess. It's fine. I can use Ultra Ball. Can I evolve into Dusknoir? Let's see, I can discard these two. Get another Cubone. Spread damage. I'll just put 1. Yeah, I'll just put 1. And then I'm gonna use Cleffa. Grasping Draw to draw 5. Okay, we got Rare Candy, we got Dusknoir, we have Ultra Ball. This looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. So even if they evolve into a Charizard EX, if we can use Dusknoir, Curse Blast, that will give my opponent a prize. Put 13 damage counters to their Charizard, and we can take it out with our Marowak. So there's the Rare Candy. Using their Forest Seal Stone, they evolve into Pidgeot EX. Quick search to search their deck for any one card. And I'm pretty sure they have a Charizard EX. Yeah, there it is. Rare Candy. Charizard EX evolves. Comes into play. Activating Infernal Rain ability. Search their deck for up to 3 basic fire energies. Attach them to their Pokemon in any way they like. They attach 2 to their Charizard EX, and Pidgeot EX having 0 retreat cost retreats back to Charizard EX. And they're gonna attack with Burning Darkness, dealing 180 to our Cleffa, knocking it out, getting them their first prize. Alright. Let's go ahead and put our Dusknoir. Most likely we're just gonna use it this turn anyways. And we got a Marowak. Hey, okay. Now we can use our Ultra Ball to get something else, actually. Let's use Rare Candy to evolve into Dusknoir. I might need boss orders though. So I'll leave boss orders. I could use that to boss their Rotom V. Can I get another Cubone to increase my attack? And we're gonna use Curse Blast. So we will get 2 prizes for knocking out Charizard EX. So maybe we'll get something good to help us draw for the next turn. But as it is, having only double triple energy and boss orders is not ideal. And Bone Vengeance deals 220 damage. And that's a total of 350 damage, knocking out their Charizard EX, getting us our 2 prizes. And there you have it, guys. Marowak can deal tons of damage. On its own, though, it's alright. It can knock out most basic EX or V Pokemon, but higher HP Pokemon is so difficult to knock out without Dusknoir. But that's exactly why we have it in the deck, right? We were able to knock out Charizard EX with our Marowak. But winning this game is still a little tough because that's one Dusknoir. For just one Charizard EX, they have more to come. And we don't have a lot of prizes to give up each time we use Dusknoir or Dusclops, so we're in a really bad position here. My opponent uses Iono, giving us really bad cards. We can evolve into Marowak, but with no energy to power it up, there's no way for us to attack next turn. And here comes another Charizard EX, again activating its Infernal Rain ability. Charizard EX's ability is broken, man. They should ban this card. They just evolve it and then it instantly energizes itself. It's not right. Our Marowak, we have to put CUBONE, we have to put damage counters, we have to search for energy to energize Marowak's attack, you know? But no, Charizard EX, we just evolve it, energize it, and then each time we take a prize, their attack increases every time. And they just knock out any of our Pokemon anytime they want. It's crazy. Such an unfair match. Anyways, Burning Darkness takes out our Marowak, getting them another prize. And now we are at their mercy. Hey, we got Professor's Research. Okay. Let's evolve this. Maybe we can get double triple energy. I can counter capture their Rotom V. I mean, they're only taking one prize at a time. Maybe we have something here. Let's go ahead and use Super Rod, recover Dusclops. Yeah, let's go ahead and recover those. And then Buddy Poffin get 2 CUBONEs. And then I can reserve my Reversal Energy. We will be taking 2 prizes here though, but Reversal Energy I think is the best option here because once we are ahead in the prize trade, we can't use it anymore. Counter Catcher is good though. If we can target their Pheasantipity EX, we can get an easy knockout, but we will be ahead in the prize trade after knocking out this Rotom B. So let's go ahead and use Bone Vengeance. 540 damage, hitting for weakness. Getting us 2 prizes. We're so close! We're so close! We have Night Stretcher. Actually, I should have just left... Yeah, I should have just left that... Dusclops. Maybe we'll have a chance against this Charizard EX. But like I said... You know what? If they have Briar though... Well, they can get 2 prizes if they use Briar. But if they do that, they get 2 prizes. They only have 1 prize remaining. That will trap us. Unable to use Dusclops or Dusknoir. Since we can't give up any more prizes. But at least we can use Counter Catcher. Maybe take out their Pheasantipity EX. But I can't use I can't search for any more cards because if they knock out my Marowak, we'll have an even prize, and I cannot use Counter Catcher. And they have Hero's Cape. Oh no. Oh no. I was hoping for Defiance Band. Maybe use Night Stretcher to recover my CUBONE. Okay, they're just gonna take a knockout against our Marowak. Oh man, this is not good. Because this traps us. We can't use Counter Catcher, and I cannot use 2 supporter cards in the same turn. My last hope was actually getting that Pheasantipede EX. Now I wish they had used Briar. We could have won this one. But they could be saving it this turn, actually. That way they can get 2 prizes. With the Night Stretcher, I'm just gonna get Marowak. I can use Super Rod to recover my CUBONE. Get it with Buddy Buddy Poffin. Use Defiance Band. But now I can't use Counter Catcher. That's the thing. This is not good, man. We were so close. I think we could have had this. Get CUBONE with Buddy Buddy Poffin. And yeah. I wish I had left that Dusknoir in the discard pile now. But there was no knowing for me that I was gonna get the Night Stretcher. And I think I'm out of Counter Catchers. I only have 2 in this deck. Man, it's not even enough. I can use Ultra Ball to damage, but I only have 1 rare candy in this deck. I've already used up my Counter Catcher. I can't use boss orders anymore because I already used Professor's Research. Neutralization Zone maybe could help us, but there's no way for us to get it. And if I put Pheasantipede in play, they could just boss it because they could just grab a boss with their Pidgeot EX. And we didn't even get Neutralization Zone. Oh man, it's so close! It was so close. Anyways, we're just gonna go out with a bang here. I'm gonna use Ultra Ball to get Dusknoir. I can give up 1 more prize at 250. We can hit for 300 damage. And by giving my opponent 1 more prize, that actually activates the Defiance Band. But no matter what I do, that's it. It's over. I wish I could evolve into another Dusknoir, but I can't. I don't know, guys. Yeah. It was so close! Oh! That Hero's Cape messed it all up. Of all the things that this Charizard EX could have, they used Hero's Cape. Man. We actually could have won this one. We actually could have, if it wasn't for the Hero's Cape. That's a pretty good move from my opponent. It was very fortunate for them to have it in this match. So, with that, we're hitting for 280. For a total of 330 damage. That could have been a knockout, guys. That could have been a knockout, but this matchup was just built for my opponent to win. And they will take their last prize, dealing 300 damage against our Marowak. Hey, that was a pretty close one. I think I'm gonna put this in as my features, though. Good game, nonetheless. Good game. And that's it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching the Popsicleknight channel, and until next time, please stay safe and have a great day.